Hey there. So this is a screencast to show you how to do a double reference check. So it helps to have two screens or to have your one copy that is printed and one online. And so that way you want two copies when you're doing this. So the first thing that I would do is have two copies of this. And so I am going to go ahead and open up a second copy here. So I'm going to have two copies, one on either screen, or again, I would print one. And so on one of my copies, I am going to have it all the way down to the references. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and have the references up and ready. And on the other copy, I'm going to have it starting at the beginning. So the first reference check that I would like for you to do is to go through, let's go back up to the top, and look for every time something is cited. So let's look for, there's nothing usually cited here in the abstract. Let's go on down, and here we have the first citation. So what we want to do on our second screen is make sure that this citation is there. So again, if you had it printed, you might use highlighting, or if you have two screens, and so now I'm going to pull up the second screen. I should just have them side by side. Okay, so here I have my second screen and I would look for that citation. All right, and now I'm going to go back and I'm going to look for the next one. And so here is our next citation, and I'm going to go here and oh, yep, we got it. And so I'm going to continue to do that. Make sure we have this one. And yes, we have it. Okay, so I want to make one comment here about using APA. So in APA, the first time that you cite something, then you cite all the authors unless there are six or more. And notice that this one has six authors. So that is correct, that it is an et al. All right, et al means and others. And so that is accurate. If there were only three authors and this is the first time we've cited it, then we need to do all three. And then the next time we can do et al. Okay, and so I'm going to keep scrolling. Here we have the U.S. Department of Education, and let me make sure. Yep, and there it is. All right, so that is one way. That is taking it from in text to the reference page. Now, the second way, again, you want to have two screens and we need to have two different reference checks, is to make sure that these are cited in the paper. Now, if you were using a highlighting technique or you printed it and you were marking out, then you're already good and you already know this. But what we can do is I can highlight and I can do a Control F for find. So I'm going to highlight Bauer here, copy, and I'm going to paste. And then I'm going to search it and see, I can tell, yes, it has been mentioned, but we want to look at it and make sure it is 2012. So there it is. That is accurate. And here it is probably, yes, in their references. All right, let's look at one we haven't looked at, Merriam. All right, we're going to copy. We've already got our find up. Let's do it. And so, yep, there it is. Again, you want to make sure that it has the year accurate. And sometimes this way is not, if you're copying and pasting, that is the easiest way to do it. But sometimes we might misspell. And so if you don't come across it, go ahead and look for it and make sure that maybe I didn't leave off an R in text, and then we need to look and make sure what is the correct spelling. All right, so if you find that something in here is not in the paper, then highlight it and provide a comment and say not in paper. If you find something in the paper that is not in the reference sheet, let's just pretend this is not in the reference sheet, then make a comment and say not in references. So that is how we do a double reference check, going from in text to the reference page and then going from the reference page back to in text. And then we can make sure, more than likely, we feel 99.9% accurate that we have referenced and cited everything accurately. All right, thanks so much.